Hi, everyone, and welcome to the RWTA Chilled Out series. I'm Marianne Kensel, Executive Officer of the RWTA. We have a new member, CBRE, a global leader in commercial real estate services with a strong footprint across industrial and logistic assets. Today, I'm joined by Andrew Needham from CBRE's Industrial and Logistics team. Andrew, it's lovely to have you with us today.
Thanks, Marianne. Much appreciated, and it's wonderful to be a member of the RWTA.
It is. We're very happy to have you on. You're a big part of the cold chain. But I think, the first thing that we need to understand is what services can you provide to the cold chain in Australia?
Yeah, great. Thanks for the question, Marianne. Look, CBRE have a broad range of services across the full real estate spectrum from cradle to grave. We offer, I suppose, just generic sales and leasing. So we have key operators in all markets around Australia and New Zealand. So that really drives the platform from having the finger on the pulse, and that's a real strength of our businesses. We've also got tenant representation services. That's the team I sit in, particularly within the business. So we represent tenants in procuring real estate, whether it be ambient warehouses, cold storage warehouses, and it may be existing buildings or purpose-built greenfield sites. So we can provide from cradle to grave in terms of identifying vacant land and working through the whole procurement process, selecting developers, planning,
Yes.
construction, and overlaying that with the design and the lease structuring, which is an important part to ensure tenants are protected.
You're really
Over the
pulling a lot of solutions together for the prospective client, aren't you?
Yeah, correct. And then we've also got a supply chain advisory business, which we've got a gentleman by the name of Sasha who runs that for us. He's been with the business for about 18 months. He'd be a great person for some of our members to meet.
Great. Well, hopefully he can come to the conference as well and get those walking shoes on and meet lots of people. Tell me, what are you seeing as far as vacancies in the cold storage space in 2026?
Yeah, look, we're seeing not a lot in Sydney. Sydney's very tight. There are a couple of major projects underway or recently completed, albeit, yeah, that's putting some challenges on space in Sydney. Whereas in Melbourne, we're seeing some vacancy, particularly driven by some spec development that's being built within in Melbourne itself, and some also in Brisbane as well. So probably of the three, I'd be looking to, I suppose, invest in Sydney or Brisbane before Melbourne.
Interesting. Yeah, because 35% of our membership is actually based in Melbourne, in Victoria, and then it's 25%, then it goes to Brisbane, then Perth, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of interesting that you say that because Sydney's always been the tightest place as far as trying to get cold storage. But,
Yeah.
is this affected, in your opinion, by the present war disruption?
No, not really. Look, the projects that are either vacant or under construction, yet to be leased, look,
Mhm.
they were already underway or available before the war started. So I don't think that's how the war's had an impact on that. But what I think the war will have impact on is new product coming to the market in the future. By the inflationary environment, it's going to make cost of capital more expensive and make it harder for these developments to stack up for both developers and occupiers going forward, particularly in Sydney with the high barriers of entry. I suppose when in saying what I just said about Melbourne, while there is vacancy, I suppose that does create opportunity for occupiers looking to probably get more attractive rental terms than they would in those other states.
That's good to know. I hope people are listening. Look, Andrew, we're looking forward to seeing more of you and CBRE staff during the year, because I think what CBRE offers to the cold chain is bringing together lots of solutions, answering a lot of questions, and you've got a very broad knowledge of what's going on out there. So thank you for being interviewed today, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
No, thank you. Great to join the association. Thank you.
True pleasure.